The power of time perception. Control the speed of time to make every second count. Written by Jean-Paul Zogby. Narrated by Ryan Whiting. To Mom, for all your sacrifices and infinite love. To Dad, for making me who I am. How I wish you were here. To my wife and love of my life, Rula, I am so lucky to share my life and love with you. To my children, Stephanie, Chloe, and Anthony, you provide me with a constant source of joy and pride. You will inherit the world and make it a much better place. Preface. It was late spring, and the last day of school was finally upon us. I was probably around 8 years old, and like any other schoolboy at that age, I eagerly awaited the start of the summer holiday. That school year, like every other, seemed like it would never end. Those last few minutes of the last class seemed to take an eternity. The slow crawling clock hanging on the wall had surely been placed there just to taunt us. Time always seemed to drag when I was waiting for something nice to happen. But then the bell of salvation finally rang, and summer break began. 3 months of sunny days, fun, and adventures. Do you remember how your childhood summers never seemed to end? For me, it was like an eternity. I grew up in a house situated at the edge of a village in the beautiful Mount Lebanon, overlooking a dense forest of very tall pine and oak trees. We would spend the summers playing in flowery fields, climbing rocks and trees, creeping inside foxhole caves, and following nearby creeks before their streams dried out in the blazing summer sun. The day's adventures would start in early morning and go on until sunset, interrupted only by my mother's call for lunch. By the end of each day, morning seemed like a distant memory, and so the summer days extended on and on, so that by the time we were back at school, we practically had to learn how to read and write all over again. Fast forward 40 years to the present day, and I am, again, eagerly awaiting my summer break. This year, like most recent years, flew by, and I am hoping for a nice, long vacation. But 2 weeks on a beach resort are over in a flash. I return to work, to my daily and weekly routine. The days are spent in the office, a couple of evenings at the gym, a night out with some friends, and another for a family dinner. Before I know it, the week is over, and it is time to start all over again. The weeks and months fly by, with each year.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?